It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, October the 15th, 2020. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Funeral service for Ogeline Carol Pruitt, 81 of Muleshoe, is set for 11 o'clock Saturday morning, October the 17th at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. She will be laid to rest next to her husband Gerald in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. On October the 11th, Ogeline joined her loving husband, Gerald Wayne Pruitt, in heaven. Ogeline was born in Alabama City, Alabama, on October the 19th, 1938, to Thomas William Carroll and Mary Marini Ellis Carroll. Ogeline's father was a traveling tradesman, so she lived in several states throughout her life. During her high school years, Ogeline lived in Portales with her sister and brother-in-law, James, Jack, and Dean Brooks. There she met her future husband, Gerald Pruitt. It was love at first sight, and they were married later that year on August the 30th, 1957, at the Main Street Baptist Church in Muleshoe. They made their forever home here in Muleshoe and adopted two children, David and Vanna. Ogeline worked at Sears Catalog Store as a data entry associate after the kids were in school. Ogeline and Gerald enjoyed traveling with the family, having ventured from coast to coast in their younger years. Ogeline and Gerald's greatest joy came from visiting their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Ogeline was preceded in death by her husband, Gerald Pruitt, a brother, Thomas William T.W. Carroll, a sister, Nola Dean Carroll Brooks, and a younger brother, Clifford James Carroll. Ogeline is survived by her children, Gerald David Pruitt, his wife Sherry Shepard of Phoenix, Arizona, and Vanna Pruitt Jones and her husband Michael Jones of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Two grandchildren, Kendra Pruitt Helton Franklin and her husband Wes Franklin of Littlefield, Brenna Michelle Jones of Tennessee, and two great-grandchildren, Kenley Saylor Helton and Jet David Frank Helton of Littlefield. Visitation is this Friday, October the 16th, at Ellis Funeral Homes, where the family will be there between 4 and 6 p.m. The service will be live streamed. You can go to find the link at the First Baptist Church's website, fbcmuleshoe.org, and it'll take you to our website, or go straight to our website, muleshoetv.com, at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. And repeating, the funeral service for Ogeline Pruitt, 81 of Muleshoe, is 11 o'clock Saturday morning, October the 17th, at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. The live stream will be up and running about 10 minutes before at 10:50 at muleshoetv.com. Ogeline will be missed. She was a beautiful and wonderful lady. Funeral services for Nolan's grandfather, of course, Nolan Lewis, the pianist at First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. His grandfather had been battling COVID-19, and we're sad to say that he died. In the funeral services for Clayman Lewis will be held Friday, October the 16th, 2020, beginning at 10 a.m. at the Combis Family Funeral Homes, 2210 Broadway in Lubbock, Texas, 79401. Please keep Nolan Lewis and his entire family, his grandmother and his mother, all on your prayers today. Funeral service for Linda K. Gentry Wiseman, 78 of Sudan, is set for 11 o'clock Thursday morning today, October the 15th, at the Sudan Church of Christ, with Terry Wilson officiating. Burial will be in the Sudan Cemetery. The family received guests yesterday on Wednesday in Lubbock. Kay died October the 9th, 2020 in Round Rock. She was born October the 18th, 1941 to Albert Quitman Gentry and Nellie Pauline Young Gentry. Kay spent her childhood years in the West Texas towns of Levelland, Cone, and Abernathy until she entered the 8th grade when her family moved to Sudan. Sudan became her true hometown, where she met many lifelong friends and the love of her life, Pud Wiseman. Kay attended Lubbock Christian College after graduating as a salutatorian at Sudan High School. She came back to Sudan to marry Pud on March 24th, 1961, which was the beginning of a sweet love story that resulted in 46 years of marriage and 3 children. Kay spent many years working as a wife and homemaker. During these years, she taught Bible classes, VBS, and attended mission trips to Shiprock, New Mexico. She also volunteered with the Sudan 4-H Club, earning the Spur Award. Kay was a member of the Sudan Young Homemakers and later the Sudan Women's Club, where she served as president as well. In 1982, Kay and Pud purchased Pud's Service Station, where she was the bookkeeper while continuing to perform her volunteer work. In 1994, Kay purchased the H&R Block franchise in Muleshoe, Texas, which she managed until 2019. Kay sold her business and moved to the Court in Round Rock, to be closer to her daughter's family. She made many new friends and learned to play new games. Kay attended the Sudan Church of Christ her entire adult life until moving to Round Rock, where she attended Round Rock Church of Christ with her daughter's family. It was a joy to hear her alto voice sing so many beautiful songs through the years. Kay is preceded in death by her husband, Pud Wiseman, and her daughter, Wendy Lee Wiseman Branson, her son-in-law, Van Leslie Branson, grandson, Andrew Lee Branson, her parents, her sister, Sue Gentry Wassam, and brother-in-law, Bobby, her brother, Billy Jack Gentry, her brother-in-law, Archie Calvin Wiseman Jr., and wife, Jane, and sister-in-law, Lou Retta Wiseman Young. Kay is survived by her son, Randy Joe Wiseman, and daughter-in-law, Rebecca of Lubbock, her daughter, Linda Wiseman Kay, and son-in-law, John of Hutto, Texas. She is also survived by 6 grandchildren, Alan Leslie Branson and wife Micah, Big Valley, Texas, Mark Randy Wiseman of Center, Texas, Rachel Ann Wiseman Myatt, and husband Ben of North Little Rock, Arkansas, Thomas Gentry Kay of Lubbock, Daniel Reed Kay of Lubbock, and Hannah Marie Kay of Hutto, Texas. Kay is survived by her great-grandchildren, Andrew, Caroline, Phoebe, Sean, Maggie, and Lee of Big Valley, Texas, as well as many nieces and nephews, great-nieces and nephews. Kay's legacy will live on in the lives of so many that she touched. In lieu of flowers, please send contributions to the New Mexico Christian Children's Home at 1356 New Mexico 236, Portales, New Mexico, or to the Sudan Church of Christ, 402 North Main Street, Sudan, Texas, 79371. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Kay Wiseman on your prayer list today. She was such a sweet and caring lady. We loved having her in business here in Muleshoe, and she was an integral part of the community of Sudan. And repeating, her funeral services are set for 11 o'clock this morning, Thursday, October the 15th, at the Sudan Church of Christ, with Terry Wilson of Sudan officiating. Graveside service for Gerald James, 79 of Earth, happened on Tuesday earlier in the week on October the 13th at the Earth Memorial Cemetery with Steve Kennedy officiating. Gerald died Saturday, October the 10th in Amherst. He was born May 8th, 1941 in Cottle County, Texas, to J.B. and Magdalene Bearden James. Gerald was a farmer and rancher for many years. He was a member of the Earth Roping Club, the American Paint Horse Association, the Spring Lake Earth Stock Show Board as well. Gerald was named the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year. Gerald was a member of the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship. He is preceded in death by his parents, a daughter, Crystal K. James, a sister, Janetta Pelham, and brother, Harold Ray James. He is survived by a son, Clifford James, and his wife, Kaylette of Tampa, Florida, his daughter, Lucretia Rowland of Earth, his 3 sisters, Linda Duckworth of Spring Lake, Renee Bell of Amarillo, Jennifer Pelham of Mansfield, Texas, 6 grandchildren, Whitney Smith, Tyler Bozeman, Shayla Samaron, Cortland James, Copeland James, and Cutter James, and 7 great-grandchildren, Miracle Samaron, Dorian Samaron, Caleb Samaron, Austin Bozeman, Abigail Bozeman, Angel Bozeman, and Kaylin Smith. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Michael J. Fox Foundation, P.O. Box 5014, Hagerstown, Maryland, 21741. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Gerald W. James, 79 of Earth, on your prayer list today. Graveside service for Forrest Frosty Jones, 77 of Lubbock, occurred Tuesday afternoon, October 13th, at the Muleshoe Memorial Park Cemetery with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. Frosty died Wednesday, September the 30th in Lubbock. He was born August 25th, 1943 in San Diego, California to F.W. Chief and Hattie Griffiths Jones. He was married to Shady Mowry. Forrest loved playing golf and his friends at the Muleshoe Country Club. He was an avid fan of Texas Tech football, NASCAR, stock car, and drag racing. He was known for his stories of when he had his 1961 Ford Starliner, and he raced in Amarillo. Frosty had retired from Frito-Lay. He is preceded in death by his parents and grandparents, Ray and Hattie Griffiths and Belinda Jones. Frosty is survived by his wife, Shady, his stepdaughter, Shady LaDawn Madden, and her husband, Ron, his sister, Barbara Jones Parton, his 4 step-grandchildren, Shady, Lair, Christian, and Alyssa, his 3 great-grandchildren, his niece, Marilyn Brinkley, and her husband, Brian, and their children, Brecken and Braylon. Online condolences for Frosty can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Frosty Jones on your prayer list today. Well, the Muleshoe Police Department issued a missing persons report. We're sad to announce, and missing is Jamie Edgman. She was born March the 24th, 1979. She's white, has blue eyes and blonde hair. She's 41 years of age, stands 5'1" high, 5'1" high. Last seen in a pink shirt near West 9th Street here in Muleshoe. She drives a 4-door gray Mazda. If seen, please contact the Muleshoe Police Department at 806-272-4569. If it is an emergency, please call 911. But otherwise, if you have any information about Jamie Edgman, please call 806-272-4569. We shared this missing person flyer on our Facebook page, Gil Lamb and Channel 6 Muleshoe, along with our Twitter feed, Channel 6 Muleshoe. You can see it on the front bottom corner of our website, muleshoetv.com. It has 2 pictures of Jamie Edgman missing, and they desperately are looking for leads. 806-272-4569. Hopefully she will turn back up in the very near future, safe and sound. On the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, you can watch the Chamber Award winners. As, of course, during the pandemic, they decided to scrap the traditional awards banquet and have an awards ceremony there on the Mule Memorial lot on the deck there next to the Chamber office. And the 2020 Chamber Award winners, the Man of the Year went to Heriberto Mercado, and he is the father, the minister there at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. He wasn't able to attend, and his friend Andy Martinez received the award for him. Woman of the Year was Jimmy K. Moore, well-deserved to Jimmy K. Of course, Jimmy and her husband Lynn run Mohawk Auto Parts here in town, so congratulations to Jimmy K. Moore. Employee of the Year went to Carla Estrada. She works at Farm Bureau, so congratulations to Carla. Youth of the Year went to Anna Phillips. Business of the Year went to the Bailey County Senior Center, well-deserved there too. And the Ag Family of the Year, we're so glad, was Rex and Brenda Black. You can see that full video of all those awards being announced and handed out from earlier in the week on Tuesday evening on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. The president of the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce is Trevor Turnbow, vice president Dusty Stone, secretary is Karina Reyes. The members on the board are Sarah Santos, Jesus Tovar, Susie Brown, Londi Blackwell, and the manager who announces and gives a little bio on all the award winners is Andrea Alfaro. That's our Meet Your Neighbor program for October, brought to you by United Supermarkets. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. In an effort to keep up with the latest fraud protection available, First Bank of Muleshoe's My Mobile Money app has been replaced with Secure Lock Equip. Secure Lock Equip is very similar to My Mobile Money, as it is an easy-to-use mobile app that puts the power to protect your debit cards in your hands, and it's available to all participating card holders. It empowers First Bank's customers to prevent fraud if your card is lost or stolen simply by turning your card off from your phone. Control spending by setting limits on withdrawals or transactions. Customize spending ability of online, mobile, or in-store purchases. Set alert notifications for each time a transaction is made. Block international or out-of-area transactions as well. Download the Secure Lock Equip app from Google Play for Android phones or at the App Store for iPhones. Follow the steps to connect to your First Bank of Muleshoe debit cards. If you need more information or help, you can call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515. Check them out online, fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank Secure Lock Equip, available now for Android or iPhone through the Google Play Store or the App Store. The First Bank is member FDIC.
Leal's, pure yummy goodness. They have cheese, 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 and more cheese. Mexican food is tested to the limits once you get into Leal's. Come to 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas to get the best Tex-Mex from around the world.
Make sure to see pictured on your screen now in the Muletrain News, also on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Pictured is Ethan Philip Leal. The Boy Scouts of America Troop 125, sponsored by Grace Bible Church, is pleased to announce the achievement of the rank of Eagle, the highest and most distinguished rank in scouting, to Ethan Philip Leal, son of Abel and Marcy Leal of Dallas. Ethan is a senior at the Covenant School of Dallas. For his Eagle project, he built a fence for Casa del Lago. Casa del Lago is a vibrant, faith-based organization serving Bachman Lake families with educational, emotional, and material tools needed to transform their community. BSA Troop 125 will recognize Ethan at an Eagle Court of Honor ceremony on November the 1st. This young man joins the more than 200 scouts who have completed the Trail to Eagle Scout as part of this Dallas troop, which is boy-led, Christ-centered, and father and son focused. And, of course, Ethan's grandmother is the queen of the Mexican food business, Irma Leal, right here in Muleshoe. We know she's so proud of him. He has tons of aunts and uncles, Laura, Alma, Victor, Hector, Sergio Leal, and tons of first cousins here in the Muleshoe, Clovis, Lubbock area. So congratulations to Ethan Leal. He, again, is the son of Abel and Marcy Leal, the brother to Mason, Nolan, and Andrew. He has been a student at the Covenant School since his kindergarten year and will graduate from Covenant in May of 2021. He has been a member of the JV and varsity basketball teams there at the school. In addition to playing basketball, Ethan loves to golf. He was part of the first Covenant golf team that began while he was in junior high. He has played for the varsity golf team since his freshman year. Ethan enjoys wakeboarding, recreational tennis, snow skiing, and fishing. Ethan is a member of the Fellowship Bible Church in Dallas, is an active member of the youth group there. He enjoys hanging out with the boys in his small group and participates in weekly Bible studies. He has served as a team member and counselor at Hidden Acres and has served as a reading counselor at Casa del Lago. Ethan has participated in the school musicals, choir, loves his Spanish classes with Senora Adams. Ethan is a member of the Spanish Club. For his Eagle Scout project, Ethan chose to replace a much-needed worn-down fence and replace it with a new fence at Casa del Lago. He tore down the old one, replaced it with new prefabricated panels, and stained it. Ethan was grateful for all the scouts, family, and friends who came out to participate in his Eagle project. Casa del Lago is a vibrant, faith-based, nonprofit organization that serves the Bachman Lake area with educational programs, counseling, and legal assistance. Ethan's fondest memory of Boy Scouts was attending Philmont Ranch and summiting Baldy Mountain with his dad. No, that was a special experience. Ethan is compassionate and has a big heart. We have seen his love for the Lord deepen, and he is passionate about his faith. Ethan is witty, smart, loves the Texas Tech Red Raiders, and keeps our family laughing. We are so proud of his commitment to Boy Scouts and achieving his Eagle Scouts as his parents. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. So congratulations to Ethan Philip Leal. See him pictured on our screen here in the Muletrain, also on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Well, early voting continues in the November 3rd general election. It started Tuesday morning here in Muleshoe at the Bailey County Coliseum. They're open 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. every weekday through October the 30th there at the Coliseum. There is a phone number if you want to just drive up, and they'll bring your ballot out to you through your car window, and there's a phone number there at the front door as I voted early on Tuesday morning. You'll need an ID, a valid ID, a Texas driver's license, a Texas personal ID card, Texas election ID certificate, a Texas handgun license, a U.S. citizenship certificate with photo, or a U.S. military ID card with photo, or they will take a U.S. passport. Masks are available at the front door if you don't have one. Social distancing is being recognized there. They have hand sanitizing stations, and they're sanitizing all voting areas there at the Senior Center. And, of course, Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd, but vote early now before the crowds on Election Day through October the 30th, every weekday, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. at the Bailey County Coliseum. Now, looking at the sample ballot, we'll read some of these bigger tickets, including the President-Vice President election. You can choose between Donald J. Trump or Michael R. Pence, the Republican, Joseph R. Biden, or Kamala Harris, the Democrat, Joe Jorgensen and Jeremy Spike Cohen, the Libertarian Party, Howie Hawkins and Angela Walker, the Green Party, or a write-in position there in the federal presidential race. For U.S. Senator, Cornyn is up on the ballot as an incumbent Republican, Mary M.J. Hagar, the Democrat, Kerry Douglas McKinnon, the Libertarian, David B. Collins, the Green Party, and there is a write-in section on the Senator. Now, in the U.S. Representative District 19, of course, up for election is Jody Arrington, the incumbent Republican, Tom Watson, the Democrat, and Joe Burns, the Libertarian. State Railroad Commissioner Jim Wright, the Republican, incumbent Krista Castaneda, the Democrat, Matt Sterrett, the Libertarian, or Khadijah Cat Green in the Green Party. Chief Justice Supreme Court Nathan Hecht, Republican, Amy Clark Meacham, Democrat, and Mark Ashe, the Libertarian, and lots of other state elections to courts. In local, up on the ballot is District Attorney, 287 Judicial District, Catherine Horton Gurley, the Republican, and she is unopposed. In the county level, County Attorney Jackie R. Claiborne II, the Republican, he's unopposed. Sheriff Richard Wills, Republican, unopposed incumbent. County Tax Assessor Collector Maria Gonzalez, Republican incumbent, unopposed. The County Constable Kent Wiley, Republican, unopposed. And if you're in Precinct 1, there's a couple different Precinct County Commissioner elections up on this ballot as well. And again, November 3rd is the general election day, but vote early, weekdays through October 30th at the Bailey County Coliseum, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Well, just now, this Thursday morning, October the 15th, we got a brand new update from our County Attorney Jackie Claiborne of COVID-19 cases here in Bailey County. And the new update, we jumped up to 14 this past weekend on Sunday, and now we've jumped again up to 27. So we're above that 20 mark, which gets us, now we're covered in Bailey County under the governor's mask mandate from July the 3rd. 27 active cases were above 20, so the mask mandate goes into effect for Bailey County. They've had 312 positive cases, 280 have recovered since all this began earlier in the year, and sadly 5 deaths from COVID-19 here in Bailey County. Again, another jump, so we've gone from 14 to 27 in just a short number of days of active cases here in Bailey County for COVID-19. So continue to be vigilant about wearing your mask, social distancing, cleaning your hands for at least 20 seconds several times a day. If you can't wash your hands with soap, then you want to take hand sanitizer with you and vigilantly use that as you're out and about. But continue to be vigilant about social distancing and mask wearing, staying out of large groups of people. Again, 27 active cases as we've gone up from 14 to 27 here in the last 4 days here of active cases of COVID-19. We did notice that this week there have been several cases within our Muleshoe schools. On Tuesday, October the 13th, they reported on their website 1 Watson Junior High student, 2 Muleshoe High School students who hadn't been to school since October the 9th, and 1 Dillman staff member. Then yesterday on October the 14th, the schools, Muleshoe schools reported 2 Muleshoe High School students who tested positive. Of course, all these positive test cases will they'll have to go into a 10-day quarantine, so keep them on your prayers today. If you want to look for yourself, you can keep up with their COVID-19 updates. Go to muleshoeisd.net under the About Us tab, click on School Health, and when that loads up, click on COVID notifications. Well, big congratulations goes out to RU Fit Gym as they're celebrating 10 years in business right here in the Muleshoe community, and they want to say thank you for all the community support. You can improve your physical fitness and grow into a healthy lifestyle. They're at RU Fit on Main Street, 123 Main Street. Call them 806-272-5885. They remind you that all of their equipment is fully open, and they're following Texas and CDC guidelines. They recently had their building professionally disinfected. Masks are required at RU Fit, 123 Main Street, right here in Muleshoe, Texas. Call 806-272-5885. RU Fit celebrating 10 years in business right here on Main Street in Muleshoe. The Bailey County Senior Center invites you to their Happy Thanksgiving dinner. It was previously the Jenny Slippers Thanksgiving dinner, and it will be Thursday, November the 5th, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. It's $12 per person. Tickets are available at 319 South Main Street. You can call 806-272-4969 for more information. They'll have dine-in and take-out available. Tickets are required for dine-in and carry-out. That's Thursday, November the 5th, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. It's $12 per person. And tickets you can call 806-272-4969 or go by the Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, 319 South Main Street. At the Senior Center today, on Thursday, October the 15th, they're serving Salisbury steak. Tomorrow, on the 16th, fish or chicken strips. Monday next week, October 19th, chicken fajitas. On Tuesday, October 20th, they'll be serving a cheeseburger. And Wednesday, October the 21st, chicken fried steak, of course. Thursday, October 22nd, vegetable beef stew will be on the menu at the Senior Center. It's $3, the meal at lunchtime every weekday. The Senior Center for everyone 60 and over. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello, I'm Keith Covey with the Muleshoe Family Medicine Clinic. As we continue in this pandemic, your health is our utmost concern. We continue to work diligently to make the Muleshoe Family Medicine Clinic a safe place for you and your family. Most importantly, during this time, it is essential to keep up with your routine exams so we can help you address your medical problems before they get out of control. As always, please continue to practice CDC guidelines by wearing a mask in public areas and while visiting us. Please remember to stay 6 feet apart and wash or sanitize your hands frequently. Call the Muleshoe Family Medicine Clinic so we can help you living a healthy life.
That's 806-272-7531. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. They're located at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511, where they remind you that open enrollment period for Medicare Part D is starting today, October the 15th, and runs through December the 7th. Now's the time to evaluate your options and choose the plan that's best for you. They can help you out there at K&K Pharmacy. You can talk to their pharmacist, or if you have any questions or information, you can always call them at 806-272-7511. They'll do that free of charge, of course. And don't forget that K&K Pharmacy strongly urges you this flu season to get your flu shot now. It's early. It's in the flu season, and it's better to get it as early as possible. And they have flu shots available for this coming flu season in stock now at K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe, 1411 West American Boulevard, 806-272-7511. Don't forget, they will deliver to your door. Also, you can easily come into the store or go through their convenient drive-through on the west edge of the building at 1411 West American Boulevard, K&K Pharmacy. Well, we've gone through some brutal weather here, especially on Wednesday in the Muleshoe area, as we had nasty, nasty winds, extreme heat for this time of year, and tack on such dry conditions out there. It was really dangerous for fires. There was a fire along Highway 84 west of town that the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department fought yesterday afternoon. It looked like someone had thrown out a cigarette and lit the median in between the two roads there on 84 west of Muleshoe. But the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department got it out. The high wind gust on Wednesday was 38 miles per hour. That occurred right before noontime. It was windy most of the day, although in the evening it did finally settle down and cool down. We'll have cooler weather here for the next several days, but our high yesterday temp was 94 here at the Muleshoe National Weather Service station here in our backyard. The 95 was the high there at the Mesonet south of town, 2 miles, the Muleshoe Mesonet station. Hopefully we won't have many more days like that. It seemed more like the spring than fall weather because it's just so dry out there. Of course, we've only got 6 inches and 48 1/100ths of rain here in the year 2020. Our September total was 16 1/100ths here in Muleshoe at the Mesonet station, so just extremely dry conditions for the fall season here in Muleshoe and the South Plains and Panhandle regions. Looking at our weather forecast going ahead today on Thursday, sunny, high near 67 degrees, east-northeast winds picking up in the afternoon hours, 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Later in the afternoon, winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Clear tonight, low around 32, so we'll touch the freezing point. East-southeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow on Friday, sunny, high near 67 again. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming south 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Friday night, clear, low around 42. South winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Saturday, beginning our weekend, we're going to jump up a much warmer, high near 87. Breezy conditions, west with a west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour Saturday afternoon. Clear Saturday night, low around 44. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, high near 77. Northwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, becoming southwest Sunday afternoon. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 40 degrees. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday next week, sunny, high near 80 degrees. West-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly clear, low around 40. Monday night, Tuesday, sunny, high near 77. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 42. Wednesday, sunny, high near 79 degrees. So much more fall-like weather as this cold front rolls through the area, but it's going to bring our temperatures down out of the 90s into the 60s, 70s, and then climbing into the 80s over the weekend. We're going to have a couple breezy days there in the weekend, But sadly, no rain in our forecast over the next 7 days, so please pray for rain. We're in quite a position, not one of the driest years over the last 20 years of the Muleshoe Mesonet, but we're going to probably come in the top 3 or 4 driest years ever in 20 years at the Muleshoe Mesonet station, as the average there over 20 years, 2 miles south of town, let me see, is 18 inches and 26 100ths. We're only at 6 inches and 48 100ths as of right now. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, a big congratulations goes out to Raven Hernandez, who's a member EMT with the Bailey County EMS department, as she was recognized recently by the Houston Texans NFL team. And then on Monday, late afternoon, during our live stream of the Muleshoe City Council meeting, the Mayor Cliff Black and the council members also gave her a real nice certificate. So you can see that at the very first of our live stream broadcast. It's still on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Raven Hernandez being recognized by the Muleshoe City Council meeting. And our first live stream went off pretty well. Of course, we'll make a few changes as we go along and work out some of the technical problems, but our first one went pretty successfully, and you can see it on demand, that live stream, muleshoetv.com. Of course, it will always be under our latest videos tab. Over the next couple of days, as we add new content, it will slip off the front page. But Muleshoe City Council live stream, the very first one, we did it with 2 cameras and our video switcher, successfully from Monday, available now to watch. Also, we're sad to announce that the Muleshoe Mules lost very badly last Friday night in our live stream. You can see it on our front page right now as well. At Bushland, they fell 63-0 to the Bushland Falcons. Boy, the Mules had been playing really well. Even when they were losing, they were still playing very competitive football all season long. But that is not the case what happened Friday night there just outside of Amarillo. So hopefully the Mules can turn it around and have a real good run here in the last 3 games during district. We're in a bye week this week, but then we'll pick up and play River Road here in Muleshoe next week, and that is on October the 23rd. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Game. It'll be right here in Muleshoe at 7 p.m., Then the last road game of the season will be all the way up in the Panhandle at Dalhart at 7 p.m. October the 30th. Then we'll be back at home against our arch rivals, the Littlefield Wildcats, November the 6th for the last regular season game at 7 p.m. Looking at District 2 3A standings in the district, Bushland is 1-0, Littlefield is 1-0, Dalhart hasn't played a game yet in district. They're 0-0. Muleshoe is 0-1, and River Road is 0-1, as Bushland and Littlefield beat Muleshoe and River Road last week. Overall records, it is 4-2 for Bushland, 2-4 for Littlefield, 4-2 for Dalhart, 2-4 for Muleshoe, and River Road is the odd man out at 3-4 on the 2020 season. So keep your fingers crossed, and good luck to the Mules as they finish up the 2020 season with their last 3 games. Everyone in the Muleshoe area is invited to come this Saturday, October the 17th at noon at CEFCO in their parking lot, as they will have a fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network. They have great people who have volunteered to take a pie in the face for the Children's Miracle Network. You can buy a pie there and stick it in the face of some of our local law enforcement officers like Robert Barrios Jr., Ken Giesland, Eric Gruwell, Benny Parker. Also, the Mayor Cliff Black and Chance Hulse will be there to take a pie in the face, and all that proceeds will go to Children's Miracle Network. Again, it will begin at noon this Saturday in the parking lot at CEFCO right on American Boulevard here in Muleshoe. Saturday, October the 17th. Everyone is welcome. For rent, a one-bedroom apartment in the old motel on the edge of town at Suit Inn. It's $550 a month, furnished, utilities included. Discounts are available. It is church property. Call Reverend Prentice at 227-2214. That's for rent, one-bedroom apartments, furnished in the old motel there in Suit Inn. $550 a month. Call Reverend Prentice, 227-2214. Of course, we continue to carry all our Sunday programs here at MuleshoeTV.com on our two Facebook pages, Gillam Channel 6 Muleshoe, our Twitter feed, and our YouTube channel, Gillam Advertising. We do a live stream at 11 a.m. every Sunday morning. This Sunday, Dr. Stacey Connor's message will be If We All Do Our Part, from Nehemiah 2:17 through 3. Then later in the afternoon, around 1 to 2 to 3 o'clock, we'll release the full services from the First United Methodist Church. And this Sunday, it will be the Reverend Brooks Morton bringing the message, and then later on, Brother Jeff Kaufman, their full service and his message from the Calvary Baptist Church. Find all those programs free of charge on demand. Anytime you want to watch them, MuleshoeTV.com, click on the First Baptist, First Methodist, or Calvary Baptist tabs, top left of the page. On your prayer list today, please continue to remember Sandy Noble in the hospital in Lubbock. Remember his mother, too, Betty Noble, Betty Ruth Wood, Missy Spratlin, Terry Byers, Clinton Rogers, David Lawrence, Justin Obenhouse, Barbara Finney, Bonnie Carpenter, Mary Nell Bleeker, Gladys Black. Carolyn Johnson needs to be on your prayer list today. Ronnie Wilkerson, Ricky Diaz. Remember on your prayer list Margaret Berman, Robert Montgomery, Matthew Alicon, Stanley Wilson, Jacob Olivas, Janetta Precure, Jeremy Combs, Kelvin Johnson, Donald and Joe Phelps, Charles Mayhew, Joe and Leila Copley, Berta Combs, Gladys Williams, Lucilla Flores, James Seagroves needs to be on your prayer list today. Remember, please, Margie Morgan, as she recently fell, Juanita Sanchez, Peggy Wheeler, Orva D. Burris, Richard Cunningham, Wanda Cockerham needs to be on your prayer list today. Buck and Lynn Campbell, Maureen Hooten, Barbara Blackman, as she recently moved from Muleshoe, Marshall Head, Sally Ellis in our Parkview Nursing Care Center, Leonardo Avilas, Wynn Cantwell in Olton, Debbie Trider, Lewis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer, as he's recovered from recently falling, Deke Kendrick of Friona Sally Messenger's mother, Walter Marie Boness, Molly Anthony, Randy Smith of Lasbuddy, Sandy and Royce Turner needs to be on your prayer list today. Jeremy Combs, remember all our pastors and church leadership boards and deacons. Remember those that are making decisions, the director and the board at the senior center, the school officials, city, county leaders, our governor, our president, all of our small business owners and their employees. Remember our hospital, the staff, doctors, nurses, and the administrator, Dennis Fleenor, the staff there at the Parkview Nursing Care Center, and the administrator, Chris Antillon. Keep on your prayer list today those that are grieving the recent loss of a loved one, including Frosty Jones, the family of Gerald James, the family of Kay Wiseman, the family of Ogaline Pruitt, the family of Clayman McCutcheon, the family of Lonnie McFarland Sr. of Farwell, the family of Paula Crowder. Keep this family on your prayer list today, especially the family of Homer Tankersley, the family of Shirley Holland Savage Adams needs to be on your prayer list today, the family of Rachel Ontiveros, the family of George Richard Dye, the family of Lisa Diane Hamilton Lee, the family of Mark Allen, and the family of Johnny Gonzalez. Keep all these families grieving the recent loss of a loved one on your prayers. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News Program, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can watch our latest Muletrain News Program as well. All of our archived ones free of charge on demand on our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, the Mask Makers in Seminole. Details in a moment. on the Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
A group of mostly Mennonite women in Seminole have spent the last 4 months making masks for medical personnel and first responders. It all started when Tina Siemens put a notice on Facebook.
I know of a lot of people that have sewing machines. All of the Mennonite ladies in Seminole, they can sew. I just sent out a message. If anybody has a sewing machine and is interested, would you meet me at my house tomorrow at 4 o'clock?
10 women were at her door at 4 o'clock. Eventually, the number of women making masks in Seminole was 7 times that.
70-plus women that I coordinated. 2 of them were non-Mennonites, and the others were all Mennonite ladies. So many grandmas with daughters, daughter-in-laws, and granddaughters.
Tina made a sample mask as a pattern.
This particular pattern was the one that I saw on a website.
She added one special feature.
I came up with the idea of having the slit in the back to where you can have the panty liner as an insert, as a moisture barrier, as well as an extra filter.
How many masks have y'all made?
2,363.
The pastor of the First Baptist Church helped out.
He announced to his congregation, anybody that has cotton material, can you get it to Tina Siemens? And I had bags and bags of cotton material donated.
Tina's 74-year-old father got involved.
He saw me being busy with this mask sewing, and he said, Tina, I want to try. So he got his sewing machine out that he had bought at an estate sale years ago, and he said, I've got it tuned. Come and show me how to make a mask. So I have video, I have pictures of my dad sewing masks for this project at 74.
Tina says the women just wanted to help. It seemed like the natural thing to do.
It was just a great experience of seeing community come together. I think if our country is in need, there is always these people that are willing to fill that need, to step up to the plate.
Tina Siemens of Seminole. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.